Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a T95 FV4201 Chieftain. Yep, it's as close as we're going to get to the real Chieftain tank in World of Tanks on PC. And this one is located on the northeast or northwest corner of Sand River, and it's under the command of Awppenheimer. Battle started. Well, this tank is armed with a 120mm. You can see there. 440 alpha is the alpha damage, and it's a very good gun. In fact, it's a very good turret on a fairly mediocre hull. Now, as you may know, I've often said we do get super unicums who send us replays, and well, Awppenheimer's one of them, and some of his replays are absolute doozies, and I'm pretty sure you'll consider this one as one of those. When he's decided to go off into the dunes and fight here rather than going into the riverbed, which is where a lot of heavy tanks will go. You can see he's using premium consumables as well, beefs up the performance, but it means he doesn't carry a fire extinguisher. Now, it's a bit of a pity actually that Wargaming has actually included a Chieftain on the Chinese server, but they don't give us one on this server. STA-1 fires around in. I think that hit the building though, it's just knocked stuff down. There's a couple of enemy tanks down there. He's fired one blind shot. You don't get a whole lot of ammunition with this tank. Oh, there's an opponent. 4502B. Doesn't get that one in though. Now, what you may have noticed though is that Awppenheimer does load a lot of APCR, but if you want to make an omelette, you've got to break eggs. And narrowly misses that STA-1 who dodged him, almost Matrix-like. Did a quick kink in his driving. He's trying to get the sides, the cheeks of that 4502. Or is he going? No, he's going for the turret face there. And now he's firing the APCR. That one went through. Yeah, he had enough pen that time. And the STA-1 is coming back this way, but he's gone up the other side of the dune. So we'll need that Reveler Resay to let us know what he's doing. See the Reveler Resay staying up there at the moment. He's got good ground depression as well. Awppenheimer's trying to work out which target he needs to go for next. It would be a waste actually firing into those buildings. You can probably knock the buildings down more than the damage any of the tanks. He's pushing it. He's going down this corner. He has been spotted though. That's the problem. More than likely there's going to be some fire coming his way. There's Arty involved in this game. The enemy team's got an Object 261 which has got an 18cm howitzer. And I think that STA-1 is about to get a nasty shock. Yes, 402 hit points. Not good for him, but that's a low roll. Yeah, he's about to get another one. Yup. In fact, he's firing the standard APCR at the moment, because that will go straight through the STA. Takes the STA out. The armour on the STA is really no match for the gun on the Chieftain. It's just too OP for that. Standard ammo's just easily enough to go through. In fact, the STA made a bit of a mistake actually coming up there the way he did. Aha, now this is a different matter. The IS-22's got weak armour, but it does have that double gun. I don't think he can see us. He's looking, but he can't see us. No, and he couldn't get a shot there before he went back below the ridgeline. Well, looks like Awppenheimer's going to use the mosque, which is an indestructible object, and he's going to go to work on these guys in the riverbed. And 257 goes down. Now, can he get rid of that 4502? I think he's going to need 2 shots to get rid of him. He's trying to auto aim onto him. He's using the wreck for cover, but it's not going to stop Awppenheimer putting a round straight through the roof of his turret. The IS-22's trying to get a shot. Oh, bounces off at the wrong angle, unfortunately. I think he distracted Awppenheimer long enough. Now that 4502 needs to go. I think he wants to get a shot into Awppenheimer as well. There you go. That's it. Night night. Back to the garage. Now he's looking up to the north because there's a T54 first prototype nearing the cap, and there's a T54 and an Object 430 with them. So I'm hoping that his teammates are good enough to actually deal with those enemies, and they've just killed the T54 first prototype. He's looking around behind him just to see what's the problem, and I think he's decided that IS-22 has to go. He's got the support of the Radley, who's coming up to that ridgeline, but Awppenheimer's going to be... Oh, he's been spotted, and tucks around from the rear. The Striv 457, that's a high roll. Doesn't want more. Here's the 2. Yes, goes. One shot. Now, AT-15. Loaded standard ammo. Goes for the weak spot. Doesn't get it in. That's an Arty round just landing near him. Yes, that time he got it. And a high roll. Bounced around from the AT-15. Popping up. And gets it into the flat surface. Yep, 445 high roll. Is he a one shot? He's a one shot now. Take him out. Yeah, got him. 5 kills. Now, where's that Striv? There's the Striv. That's the guy who hit him. Ricochets off. That should have been an auto pen. Oh, that guy is really, really lucky. It hit at the wrong angle. It looks like it hit near the gun. And he gets a high roll with that shot. The Striv appears to be in siege mode. And he's trying to crawl around in siege mode. That's not going to help you. If he gets behind the rock, though... that's behind the rock. Okay, he's loaded APCR. That's the Object 430. The enemy is capping now. He just took out the 430. Now, who's next? T123 puts one into the rear. 474 high roll. It's going to take at least 4 shots. Another one in. 463, another high roll. Unfortunately, the enemy's got the cap area. He needs to get more. Yes. And he took around there, but bounced it from the T44. Well, went into the tracks, actually. T44-100. Hasn't got a shot. Can he get the E3? He's headed towards us. Tries to get it into the cupola. Doesn't work. He's loading the APCR. Go for the T44-100. Puts one into his ass. Sets him alight. He's burning, he's burning, he's burning. And he's stopped. One more. Yep. Gets that one in. 463. Bounce around from the Striv, who's desperate to try and take him down after losing so much in the way of hit points. Tries to go for the cupola. Doesn't penetrate. Yes, it's the E3 cupola. It's the old problems of the E3. So now needs to get alongside this guy to actually hit him from the rear. Take him out the game. Bye-bye. He's gone. Now, where's that Striv? I don't think he's going to win this one. But he might get a Radley's if he can get one more kill. And there's only a few seconds left on the cap. Can he get that Radley's? Oh, T44-100. I'll have you. That's a Radley's. And unfortunately, that's it. It's all over. They capped out to win. He's still alive, still fighting. But they've capped. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for Awppenheimer in the FV4201 Chieftain. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He got 12, he got a 5 for effect. And out of the epic medals and the battle heroes, he managed to get a Radley Walters Medal for getting at least 8 kills. He got 8 with that last shot on the T44-100, a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. but sadly, yes, it was a defeat because the enemy did cap out, and his win rate for the game was 11,775. He really worked it as hard as he could, but unfortunately his teammates at the cap just weren't up to it, and he was just too far away from them, and there was just too many enemies to deal with, so he just had to carry on and keep fighting and keep taking down the enemy's tanks one by one as they went against him. But that's a pretty good game. There was 4 enemies left at the end of the game, and there was 2 on his side. He did get the highest amount of damage in the game, 8,902 hit points of damage, and that's more than double the next highest scorer, which was the T57 Heavy, who managed to get 4,408 hit points. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest, he got 8, which is more than double the next highest scorer. The T57, the Striv, the T110E3 all got 3 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, well, yeah, he was beaten by that Object 430 who got 959, but he did get the highest score, or second highest score on XP, higher than all the other members of the enemy team, and they won. But yes, he managed to get 886, which didn't put him too far behind that Object 430 in terms of experience. He fired 34 rounds, got 28 direct hits, 22 penetrations and 1 splash. Damage of 8,902 hit points of damage, of which 2,555 were at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy. Only one of them was a penetration. That was the round from the Striv, which went right in his ass. And it appeared to go out the other end as well, because there was a stripe from a shell penetration right at the front of the vehicle as well. And 6 non-penetrations. Most of those rounds just bounced off the turret or went into the tracks, because the turret is very, very strong. The tracks, well, they can take rounds, no problem. He also received 1 hit by way of splash damage as well. That was the enemy Arty getting involved. He blocked damage of 1,750 hit points in that game. So not enough to actually get the steel wall, because it was only 7 hits received, but he was certainly going at it during that game. He might have ended up with a steel wall if the battle had continued. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 8 killed, and 850 hit points of damage assist. On a premium count, he earned 108,075 credits, got 6,570 for courageous resistance. That's for getting an epic or a battle hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. So his total, 114,645 credits, but he did burn through a fair amount of premium APCR in that game. And as you can see here, he actually ended up with a loss of 62,196 credits. At least I think that's 96 credits. These figures do get a bit fuzzy when they are too far away from me. Okay, 12 bonds received for the battle, or for the awards rather, and 1,329 XP, 765 for courageous resistance, 105 for this being a premium vehicle, and 2,199 experience points in total. So yes, he did try very, very hard, and if you look at the combined damage, the assistance and the actual damage, it was very close to getting 10k in damage in total, and he was carrying, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. If only somebody had survived to reset that cap, or if the gorilla managed to get back to the cap to reset, then it might have been a different matter. But I think the gorilla couldn't get back to the cap for one very good reason. That T57 Heavy was stopping anybody getting close to the cap at all. So the gorilla, well, yeah, he couldn't do much without getting completely wiped out. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and there'll be more replays from Awppenheimer on the way. Yes, he sent me in a batch. He's been fairly busy at the moment. We do like to get these replays out as quickly as we can, because there are a lot of people who would like to do Awppenheimer's replays. In fact, just recently we found another site that had actually taken one of Awppenheimer's replays and actually put it on their own channel without checking with him first. Now, obviously, we only put in replays up onto the channel if we've actually checked with the player first, or contacted them to let them know. Occasionally we have put replays up when they've won a battle hero medal of a particular kind for Arty, and obviously then contacted them to let them know that the replay is there so that they can actually have a quick look. But in this case, we're actually doing Awppenheimer's replays as quickly as we can, so that they first appear on our channel. And of course, he's got a massive playlist with a huge number of videos, over 100 videos. So well worth a look, because you'll see really, really great battles. absolutely fantastic carries and a load of different tier 9, tier 10 cat tanks, a few lower tier tanks as well in there. Definitely worth a look. Thanks for watching.